literally like quadruple checking this stupid mic. We have no idea what's going on. Got blank street coffee, blank clips from the mic, okay? Anyway, good morning. Good morning from New York. Today is our big day with Lancome, and it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a busy day. Woo! I just had a little morning because I was struggling. I really wanted to get up early and have like a proper nice long morning, but it was just not in the cards for me. I will say it every time, but the 3-hour time difference it's just the silent killer. It's the silent killer, truly. My alarm rang at 5:50 and I was like, nope, not happening. So I did a really quick little workout. I went down to the gym. It's honestly a really nice gym. I wanted to do like a good proper workout and like have time to do my Peloton, and I packed everything to do so, but it just wasn't in the cards for me. I did like a 30-minute little blitz, and then Dan and I went for a nice long walk. It was such a gorgeous morning, and we just went to get a coffee, had some breakfast, and now it's time to get ready. So I'm really torn because if you guys saw the last vlog, I was having a little panic about what to wear for this thing. And it's so funny because it wasn't necessarily like all that complicated of a dress code. Like there was options. It was like white, black, red, whatever. My issue is that I really try to abide by dress codes that brands give because I get it. There's a lot of money and there's a lot of work that goes into them planning these events, and I like to do my best to do my part to show up in the appropriate attire, okay? So when you think of like Lancome, you think very classy lady vibes, very like regal heritage brandy vibes. We're here talking about new innovation and science and skincare. So it's like, okay, classy lady vibes, sophisticated lady vibes. So we have like a day event today, and then tonight there's the gala, the big evening, the big shebang. And in my mind, I was like, okay, if I don't find anything, I'm going to wear my black dress. You guys know my black dress, okay? It's the black dress that I kind of wear to all of my like black tie events, but that one almost feels too dressed up. It's almost like giving slightly ball gown vibes, whereas the Lancome team like sent a deck with a dress code, and it was like structural, like tailored elegance, and like they were pretty specific with it, and I was like, I just don't feel like this dress goes with the vibes, which is where my panic came from, because just right now, the season that it is, it's kind of all the spring summer rollout. Like everything's like cotton and linen and florals, and it was kind of hard to find like chic, elegant, night out, gala vibes that's not like wedding guest ball gown. You know what I'm saying? Like some of you might think I'm overthinking it. I know I'm not overthinking it. I've been to a lot of these events. I've been on a lot of these trips. I see what people wear. I know the vibe, and when I can't find my vibe, I get very stressed. Okay. So that's it. You're allowed to think I'm crazy. That's fine. I just, like I said, do my best to feel as confident as possible. Anyway, if you had like oodles of cash to drop, the world is your oyster. Designer pieces have so many options, but I just like really, ugh. Anyway, so I did pick up a dress at Holt Renfrew, but it was definitely the more expensive option. And I was just like, honestly, I would really love to return this. I would like to not spend that money on this dress for this one night, even though it's something I'm sure I could wear again in the future. And then I was on the plane flying here, and I had that eureka moment. Like I had totally forgotten that in New York specifically, Net-a-Porter does premier shipping. They literally have same-day shipping services available. I totally forgot. It's been years. I've only done it once, like years ago. And so I totally forgot about it. And I was just like on the plane perusing, seeing if I could find a different option. And obviously like there's just so many more options in the States in general. But Net-a-Porter, I feel like has, Net-a-Porter is that vibe. Like the Porter magazine, you know, the pieces that their buyers buy, like it's definitely the vibe that I was looking for. Anyway, all to say, this was a long-winded chat just to say that I did order 2 options as being delivered to the hotel while I'm at the day event. So we're gonna have a little try on later and see if they work, and just fingers crossed. Oh, it would be so nice if it did. And I'm also telling you this because I don't know what I'm wearing. Like my plan was to wake up this morning and like wash my hair and do a nice air wrap and just have a nice blowout all day, and then maybe need to touch it up for the evening. But because now I don't know what dress I'm wearing, there's a potential that I could do like a little updo, and I'm like, there's no freaking way. I am rewashing my hair and air wrapping my hair to then put it up in a bun tonight. Okay, so I am doing my little S waves for the day, and then if need be, I will wash my hair and air wrap it later tonight when we have like our little break before the gala event. So all that to say, here I am doing S waves. How's that? You know you're of the generation that was cursed with trying to increase your word count, okay? Because sometimes I find myself like blabbing and telling a really long story when it doesn't need to necessarily be a very long story, but I feel like I had to give you that entire background in the entire blab. So there you are. Here we are, getting ready. I have the cute little road beeper under eye patches, and honestly, like, I think this would make me look like I have jaundice if I was in my full pale state right now, but because I have the spray tan on, I feel like it looks cute. It's so funny how your colors just totally shift depending on your hair color, depending on the level of tan that you're working with. The other thing, just like speaking, actually, just going right back to this dress code thing. I don't know why in my closet, I literally don't have like more dressed up things. In my mind, there's these levels. There's like business casual, where certain outfits could like look really good if you were going to the office and then maybe like scooting over for a lunch. You know, there's like that kind of like true business casual vibes, workwear vibes, like corporate chic. But then there's like the fabulous corporate vibes. And that's kind of what I'm going for. Like, I would love nothing more than in my life to just like embody the Rosie Huntington Whiteley vibe, which is in my mind, like, she's very like business chic. Suddenly, like, all the words that we had defined while doing like the styling sessions with Alison Bornstein have just evaded me. They've left the building, but I know that that's like kind of the vibe. Like, again, if I had endless cash and could just like splash out on anything, like building my dream wardrobe would be buying like Bottega Veneta, Kate, The Row, and like maybe some fun pops of color from Prada, you know, like that's kind of the dream. And that's, oh, I also wardrobe NYC, incredible pieces. Ugh. But yeah, like the Rosie Huntington Whiteley vibe, that's kind of the day vibe that I would really like to exude, and I just don't have much of that in my wardrobe. Like, I will always opt to like dress up a pair of jeans. That's kind of my go-to, and that's what I've decided to go with today. I'm wearing like my nice jeans. It's a nice pair of jeans, but jeans and like a blazer top. Like, that's pretty much the extent that I'll go. But when we were leaving this morning to go for our walk, there were two gals in the elevator who were like clearly here with the Lancome group. Like, this is a global trip that they're putting on, and so each of the markets like have a different time that they're starting. So the first session started earlier this morning, and that's obviously like the session that we saw gathering in the lobby as we left this morning, and everyone was just in these like beautiful kind of silky and wool, like gorgeous flowing chic suits and trench coats, and like two of the girls were just in these like all white beautiful fits, and I'm like, fuck, like I always opt for the more casual vibe, and sometimes I just wish I chose to go slightly less comfortable and slightly more chic, because I think that's the thing. I always focus on like my comfort, acknowledging that I need to like be on my feet all day, and these girls were just like in these gorgeous heels, and I'm like, oh man. I'm also of the blood, so there's no way in hell that I'd be wearing like an all white fit, but all the power to you. If you feel confident in your blood and wearing an all white fit, I certainly wouldn't. I'm like, oh, I'm having the Red Sea down there. I'm wearing dark jeans, okay? Nobody can see this. But yeah, I would really love this. This is like on my clothing wish list, to just like find a few like suiting pieces that really just work for scenarios like these, where I want to be dressed up, but I don't want to look like I'm going to the office. I still want to look like I'm going to like a day event, but like Rosie, I'm just gonna, I don't know. Anywho, those are the waves. I might touch them up after, but I feel like it's pretty good. The S waves never let me down. Never let me down. And I feel like even though it's the easiest thing to do, it like has impact, you know? It looks like, ooh, did she get her hair done? Is this a professional wave? Maybe. We'll rejudge the hair after, but for now, the waves are done. Oh, they just stick better than any other eye patch, truly. Every time I'm filming and talking to you guys, I forget to actually drink my coffee, but I feel like this is what I need in my veins right now. Anyway, I'm gonna try the new cream. This is the Absolute Longevity MD Meta Discovery Anticipate the Cream, formulated with Mito Pure Timeline. Now, I don't love to try new skincare on a day where I need to be ready. I love to stick to my tried and true favorites, you know, but I'm hoping that it will be okay. It feels really nice. It feels soft, like a serum, and I'm excited to like see the lowdown. I did receive the deck, like I know what's up with this, but I'm excited to see like the presentation, right? So let's hope that it plays well with my beloved Tatcha sunscreen, because we need some of this today. Am I just gonna end up like redoing my makeup tonight? Oh yeah, both very wet, very serumy, lovely. I'm filming this on Friday, and today is technically May 1st, so a little, you know, vlogception moment here. But once I'm ready, before I head out for the day, we're also going to post the first video of Everyday May, and I'm like, oh my god, it's here. Like, I woke up kind of in such a like, oh my god, it's here. Oh, the time is nigh. And that's why we thought it would be funny to do that shot of Dan like on the computer this morning, because literally this is like May and December are his 2 months where he's just locked in and like living on his computer. And 2 years ago during Landmas, I think that was the first, I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 years ago now, but it was whenever we first got the walking pad, and Dan had done the entire month on the walking pad, and he just like made it a rule for himself that he would be on the walking pad to get his steps in while he was editing and like gets lots of movement and whatever. But it was like he was crushing like 30,000 plus steps a day. Like, it was crazy, to the point where it was like making him sore. Like, it was too much. And I always laugh at that time. I just thought that was funny, because during these months he's just like putting so many hours in, there's so much work in. So big love to Dan always for the edits and the work that he puts into the videos, but especially during May and December. That man is glued. I always find that in hotels you have very limited countertop space, so one thing I like to do is just like take a little towel and I just pour my makeup into the sink. And that allows me to have visual on all the products, and it just makes it so much easier, because I just end up knocking everything off the counter. It drives me crazy. Now, I grabbed my Lisa Eldridge skin tint in the shade T6. That is my little tanned shade. I also have T8, which I was using for a while, but it's pretty deep, honestly. T6 was the good in between. Never forget when I also thought that like T4 was my pale shade. No, 1.5. 1.5. This also isn't what I would typically use for like more special occasions and like events. Normally I go for my more full coverage products, but I was just feeling like nice and light, and because I also have like a nice fresh tan on, I feel like that is a layer of coverage in itself. And because we just have these long days, I just really want minimal layers on my skin, because I just find that that lasts so well for me. And it's also like easier to touch up at night. So tonight when I go to kind of like redo my base or just pile more things on top of it, it's just a little bit easier to blend it all together, versus if I had like a full face of like locked and loaded caked on makeup. I just find this plays well later on. I do think I'm gonna do a lip stain, just because I don't know if we have like a lunch or if there's food or anything, but if there is, I just don't wanna have to worry about touching up my lip. I don't wanna think about a lipstick butthole. I just want it to be nice and fresh. This is the Wonder Skin Whimsical Lip Stain. They included this cutie little eyeshadow palette. This is number 17, Bronze Absolute. And I think I'm just gonna put a little wash of this shimmer onto my eyes. Sorry, I know I'm kind of going in a bizarre order for my makeup right now, but I just kind of wanna see. Ooh, yeah, that's way deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be like a super soft light wash, but that is very pigmented indeed, yeah. Just wanted to test the situation out, just to see what we were working with. Oh my gosh, I haven't put like bronze things on my face and it feels like forever. I've just been so rocking with the pale train and the cool tones. I'm like, holy, this is my everyday. I also have to shout out Victoria, because I was like catching up on all her vlogs on the plane, and she was talking about the pale journey, and you know, she's a lover and user of self-tan too. And I love that she just like very unapologetically was like, no, I feel better with tan, and that's just how it is. And I totally agree. Like, I do. I put this spray tan on and I was like, all your muscles become more defined. You just have that warm summer glow. It's just gorgeous, just like, oh. So I have so been enjoying the pale train that we've been on, and just like discovering so many products and like wanting to feel good in our natural skin. But you best believe that as this warm weather comes out, Summerland will be returning. Okay, it's sunshine season, it's Leo season, okay? It just, you know, we're gonna be bronzing up, baby. Don't you fret. No, shoot. Totally forgot my Mario bronzer. That's devastation. I packed my powder bronzer though. Crap. When's the last time we just used powder bronzer? Who am I? Oh my goodness. I also brought back out Lipsticks bareback. My fresh tube of this, because I do just find this to be more of like a bronzer. Like it does have, it's a beautiful neutral pink, but it's still just like in that whole pale discussion, I was like, whoa, it is quite warm in comparison to what I thought it was. Like in my mind, this was the perfect pale blush, but I was like, oh my God, no, it's kind of actually quite warm, which is so interesting. But that just goes to show how long it had been since I'd actually been like truly out of the sun with like no pigment in my face whatsoever. We really had to switch it up. So I figured because we have the tan on, I would pull out bareback because she otherwise is the perfect blush. I'd say if you have light skin, not necessarily if you have very, very fair skin. I'm also getting ready in this dark bathroom and I have no idea what I'm gonna look like when we go back out into the sunlight. So let's hope for the best. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I haven't even put any concealer on, so I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but it just feels right in this moment. I'm gonna do some Merit Bespoke on top of this. It's such a gorgeous color. It's really juicy and creamy for a lip pencil. It's not actually even called a lip pencil. It's literally called a sheer lip liner. Look at that, sheer lip liner. And because of that, it's not long lasting, which is why I still like to do a stain underneath. But I also love like the look of all of these products layered up together. I think it has such a nice effect. Like lip stain, this, and then a little Bobbi Brown Bare Lilac. Like that is my classy lady lip combo. I love it so much. It's like perfectly pink, perfectly tinted, glossy, icy. So nice. Am I gonna powder? Haven't decided yet. Haven't decided yet. A touch of powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder. And then the pièce de résistance, Victoria Beckham Pearl. Okay, that's the makeup done. Woo! Now, I need to figure out this outfit situation. Okay, update. This is what I'm wearing. Not fully formed yet. But the time just got pushed. The earlier groups were running late. So I'm here in time to receive the Net-a-Porter order. I love how they've done it. They've like double bagged it. They were like, do you want a Net-a-Porter box or do you want an inconspicuous box? I'm like, yeah, totally. This looks so inconspicuous. I've ordered shoes. No, guys, I just went great. I had crisis. Okay, crisis. Shoes and 2 dresses. So the themes were like red, white, black, which you would think there's so many options. I do have my black shoes, so if these don't work, I mean, maybe I fall in love. I've been looking at them for a while, so whatever. I was like, let me just haul crazy, haul gorgeous red lace-up shoes. Like, not an aggressive heel height, so I feel like I could rock around in these forever. Why do they look so small, though? Eee! I know, kind of crazy, but they've been in my wish list for a while. I also want to get the blue ones. Besides the point, I'll wait for a sale. I'll keep creeping, but just in case, if I felt like it was just like too black all over, I felt like I could do the red shoes. Okay, dress number 1. You guys have already seen the other options, so let's just see. I have heart palpitations. They're both from a brand called Solace London. Solace. This one was like very chic, really gorgeous, kind of similar vibes to the one that I already picked up at Holt Renfrew, but again, half the price. Much cheaper. And then this little like kind of baby cap sleeve, which I think is really flattering on the arms, so we'll try that on later. Ooh, okay, and then something a little bit more fabulous. Dan prefers this one. I asked Sasha and Leave last night and they also prefer this one. Basically my plan is if I go with this one, I want the red shoes. If I go with this one, I'll wear my black heels. Look at the glamour. The glamour. Oh my god, the sleeves are crazy. Like they're still both definitely expensive. Like these were not cheap. This was a splurge for sure. But again, cheaper than the one that I packed. So if I wear either of these, I'll return the other one at home. This feels like really elegant, really gala vibe, but also like both so wearable again. Like it'll add to my closet of re-wearing dresses. So I'm not gonna try them on now because I'm fully dressed, belt is on, but I'm so happy they arrived. Honestly, if I had same day delivery options at home, are you kidding me? I would thrive. I would never have a crisis again. I'd be like, give me the options, give me that, let me know. So anyway, bye. Get myself ready. We're just making the video live. These are my little totem heels that I bought last year. I am absolutely vibrating from my coffee because we realized that normally we get an iced Americano, which is like a shot or 2 of espresso. This was cold brew. Both Dan and I are like, I just I just erupted on the toilet like 4 times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like, what kind of drugs have they put in this cold brew? Because I am shaking. It's crazy. And I didn't even have any caffeine earlier. Like, this has been my only coffee of the day, but there's certainly like 17 shots of espresso worth of caffeine in that cold brew. Yeah, I'm gonna do this up. I've got my good old classic little bag here, and there's my outfit. Off we go. On the way. We're being ushered. Sasha's here looking glorious as always. Hi. My favorite lady. We just had our country called, it was like Canada, in the most gorgeous French accent. Here we go. Phil's here.
Alana's the best.
Oh, it's afternoon. Oh. I was about to say good morning to you, but it's certainly afternoon. I was like, sorry. I love you so. Oh, what a joy. We're gonna have so much fun today.
The hotel.
Hi. That I do this for a living. My arms are shaking. I don't know why. It's like why was that so stressful? So scary. It's very specific. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I feel 25. That's what I'm writing. Okay. Guys, I just came back. It's immediate lay. It's an afternoon lay, and I needed this so badly. I was starving. It's almost 4 p.m. Oh my god, it is 4 p.m. That was crazy. The day just blinked by. The event was so cool. There was so much. We were doing like so many different little activations. I made an absolute fool of myself trying to do this lipstick thing. Oh my god. I don't know why I like got so nervous. It was like a really big setup, and I'm like, oh my god, okay. And it was like, what age do you feel? I'm like I feel like I'm 15, you know? Anyway, it was cute. Yeah, basically now we just have, I guess we have like a 2-hour break before we go to the gala, so I'm just gonna lay, eat this, take a moment, maybe have some more caffeine, and then get ready for the evening. I'll try on my dresses after I feast. Alright guys, we're trying them on. I'm sad about this one. Very pretty, very promising, fits perfectly. I have 2 vagines in my armpits. Oh my, it's literally, no, it's just, it's actually squeezing my armpit bubble on both sides. No, that's wild. I can't. All right, guys. This is the tightest thing I've ever put on my body. Dan just had to crank it and zip it right up. But what do we think? I haven't even seen the back. How far does the slit go? Oh, okay. I mean, for those of you who always tell me to wear things that fit my body, you can't get tighter than this. Okay. And I would like it to be a little bit more loose, but at the same time, if it was more loose, would it just look like it's hanging off my body? So is it indeed the right fit? I'm obsessed with the sleeves. I think it's so fun. It looks like I'm about to like throw my pom-poms around, or I look like I'm from Whoville, you know? No armpit bubbles in sight. Black. No worries about spills or anything here. Okay. And then I'll show you this one in comparison to the one that I picked up while we were at home. And we have to make a game time decision right now. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So many of you guessed that I would have picked up the black one, and you would be correct. I was reading the comments this afternoon after we posted the video, so thanks so much to everyone who chimed on. This was the one. I so wanted to get the white one. I thought it was so fabulous and beautiful, but I was terrified of destroying it. So you guys know what's up. You were right. I did check the website after I bought it, and you can wear it like equally on the shoulders or asymmetric, but the way that they have it styled like from the brand is an asymmetric shoulder. And I honestly love this dress. Out of all of these, this is my favorite one. I feel the most comfortable in it, but it does feel the most safe. Like I feel like I could be working at the event. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a very classic, beautiful silhouette. Do I necessarily want to spend this kind of cash on a very simple dress? Like, on one hand, yes, so that I could re-wear it again and again, but the other one, like with the pom-poms, feels like way more fun and way more like brand appropriate to be like bedazzled. So I don't know. I feel like I need to like real time post this. I haven't even tried on the shoes yet, but I don't think I'd wear the shoes. I think I would just wear my black ones. What would you do? What would you do? Sleeves or this? Pom-poms or this? Dan, what's your vote? Pom-poms. So this is the look. Do you approve of my choice? Went for the more fun option. That felt a little bit more formal, but funky at the same time. But I feel like Dan was just consoling me because I was having a moment where I feel like whenever I do more makeup, I feel like I make myself look older. Like I just don't feel like fresh and youthful, and I don't know. I have a moment. I just like don't like getting glam. I'm just telling you what's up. But it's been a while since I've donned a red lip and have gone very formal with it. So this is the look. I've got my lip touch-ups, gum, and dental floss because we're going to a seated dinner. Guys, I can't breathe, by the way. This is the tightest thing I've ever put on my body. My arms are so... Dan was like, why'd you do an upper body day? Your arms are all pumped now. I'm like, you're right. I literally, like, it feels like I'm being sucked. You know when you get your blood pressure taken and they put that thing on your arm and it squeezes really tight? That's what I feel like right now. But anyway, my life is short in these heels, so we're gonna need to exit. I gotta go down there. We're gonna take some pics and then we're gonna go to the event. I'm not bringing the vlog camera, so I'll just take some clips with the phone to show the final night, but just so you know, this is what we went with. Toodaloo. I can't do my hopping. It's scoot scoot and that's all you get. My makeup did not last well tonight. Oh my god, it looks horrific. Well, it's 12:40 a.m. Guys, we have to be ready for 8 a.m. in the morning for our final activity and final day tomorrow. It's gonna be so rough when that alarm rings on my time zone, but when in Rome, baby, when in Rome, you push through. The gala was crazy. The event was crazy. We got to hear from so many tippity-top head-up people from L'Oreal. We got to hear from some amazing doctors who I literally couldn't wait to stalk. After the fact, I'm gonna do a nice big deep dive on my flight home tomorrow, but Dr. Gabrielle Lyon was like the muscle mother. An immediate follow for me after I was so excited, and she was talking about how like muscle is like her tippity top marker for longevity, and I was like, oh. She said she's coming out with a book called about strong women, and I was like, sold, shall be reading that. And then Demi Moore and Zoe Saldana are two of the new ambassadors for the line, and they came onto the stage and they were chatting and just like so beautiful, just like, oh my god. And Sarah Paulson was at the event, and there were so many people. Like honestly, Lancome really turns out a celeb crowd. It's actually very impressive. But it was a huge venue. Like the dinner was crazy. It was so big and just had like tables everywhere, and yeah, it was fantastic. And Liv and I were just sitting there enjoying our bread and butter. It was beautiful, and yeah, just super late. I think I forget that like we eat at an abnormally early time. Like a large portion of the world eats later in the evening, especially if you're across the pond in Europe. Like I remember being in Italy and restaurants didn't even open until 8 p.m. I'm like, bruh, I'm getting ready for bed. I am washing mine face by 8 p.m. You know what I mean? Like 5 p.m. was my dinner time, but it's just not the case for everywhere else. So it's just like, oh my god, what do you mean we're eating our main at 10:30 p.m.? Oh my god. Anyway, it was amazing. Honestly, love events like this where you just get to learn about everything that the L'Oreal group kind of does, and they just have a lot of really extensive research going down. They have a lot of amazing doctors and like a huge team who work for them, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool hearing from them. You know, it's obviously like planned out and kind of catered towards the product launch that were being shown, but it's still amazing to hear from them. Really cool event. Really like big production. That was crazy. And I just really, I'm just gonna say, I hated my outfit. I felt so uncomfortable, and I just hate that because I spent so much money on this stupid dress. It's just so silly. I need to have some go-tos. I think I'm gonna just like create some general uniforms for moments like these where it's like, okay, I can't plan for every dress code that I am given, obviously, but like even actually seeing what like Demi Moore and Zoe Saldana and like a few of the speakers were wearing, I'm like, I need my power suit, like my good suit that I feel amazing in, that I can just like go to for any moments like these, and just like a handful of rockin' dresses or like a couple go-tos just for these more fanciful occasions. But you know, just like a step down from my like black wedding dress ball gown that I wear to everything. I have like my summer floral dress that I wear to everything, and I have my black ball gown. I need like I don't have dresses or like matching sets. All the matching sets that I have are like really like summer resort wear, like beach wear. Anyway, whatever. You guys, I don't need to, it's not a complaint, it's simply a statement, okay? It's an acknowledgement of a shopping wish list. So perhaps we need to do a little shopping wish list and work on this so that these future frivolous spends don't happen for outfits that I'm not obsessed with. Honestly, it was a fabulous dress. I'll say that. I just don't love wearing a tight dress. You guys know me. I love wearing loose things. I like loose flowing things. I love a loose maxi skirt. I don't love to be in sucked in tightness. So that was a little, anyway, it was fabulous. And Dan's just been working hard. All right, fam, that was the day. Gonna love you and leave you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm gonna go have a beautiful 5-hour sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow for a new Everyday Me video. Bye!